a Dredfunn original production. Please sit back and enjoy.
Hey guys, Dredfunn here with another one of my video uploads. I recently got requested to do the Walking Dead for the main characters. My wife thought it'd be a good 4-pack that we could have and offer. So decided, you know what, Rick Grimes, Carl, Michonne, and oh my god, Daryl. Those were the 4 that we picked for the main characters, the 4 we seemed to like the most, and those are the 4 that I set about doing. Here's the kicker. I hadn't watched a single second of any of the episodes prior to drawing these. Like, I didn't start watching them until afterwards. I had read the original, I think it was 6-issue story arc or 12-issue story arc of the comic book when it came out years ago, but really didn't remember a lot of it. Knew that I liked it, knew that I loved the visuals, loved the comic book style of the artists, but really hadn't gotten into it. So I set about doing these drawings, and it in turn inspired me to watch the series, and I'm all cut up and checking it all out. Screw you, Negan! Anyways, so Rick Grimes is my first subject. Now, this is one of the rare few times in my life where I even impress myself. I don't often pat my own back, but this final product and the 4 final images that I do of The Walking Dead are probably, in my opinion, some of the best realistic pencil work I've ever done. So once I have Rick's face laid out, I know the measurements for where the eyes, the nose, the mouth. I then take my mechanical pencil. I also am sure to use my watercolored paper. It has nice nooks and crags and all that, so when I go and do my smudging, it really brings out a lot of realism. This is where I've been practicing a new technique where I use just an old beat up watercolor brush, and I use it to help smudge. Normally, in the past, I've just used my thumb, but lately I've been getting into using other things to smudge with, notably the brush. The biggest concern I had going into the original drawing, even though I knew nothing about the actors that portrayed them or what way they'd go with their characters in the series before drawing them, I knew Rick's beard was going to be a little bit difficult because it's very epic, very lush, very, very thorough. And for a guy that has a sparse beard, you know, drawing beards is a big deal. One of the few things I take seriously. So I set about getting this ready, and I didn't like any of these drawings as I did them. I thought that they all looked off. I thought that maybe I'd done something wrong with the measurements. I had to recheck and check. You might be able to see it throughout this video. You'll see, you know, like my hand come in for a flash second. Like that could represent, you know, almost, you know, a good 10 minutes in video time, in real time. And I'm sitting there just thinking, oh, I should just scrap this and start again. But I held strong. And again, once I had everything laid out and I start smudging with that brush, this is where that really combined. And then at the very end, one of the techniques I love to do is I'll take my graphite, my eraser, it's a pliable eraser, and I'll pull some of that graphite out. And it really helps to make the drawing, which is of course on a 2D surface, look 3D. Makes Rick Grimes sort of, you know, pop off the page. So anyways, I'm a huge fan of the show now. As also, I'm in the process of collecting all the older comics and like their compendiums. My wife got me one of them for Christmas. I believe it's the first 70 some odd issues or 48 issues. Either way, I'll be collecting more of them. I really like The Walking Dead. Love the comic book. Love the series. So I hope you guys like this. Don't forget to subscribe. Dredfunn out.
This has been a Dredfunn.com production. Thanks for watching.